Well, Vegeta fans, we all finally have a reason as to why Vegeta always got the shaft throughout Dragon Ball Z, and now Super. Sit down, strap in, cause it's not a pretty reason as to why the Prince of all Saiyans has never surpassed Goku. Since Vegeta's introduction, he had an immediate fan base. Vegeta was a different Saiyan from the likes of Raditz and Nappa, and especially Goku. Vegeta had attitude, confidence, and a way about him that made all confrontations involving Vegeta really badass. Yes, Vegeta lost in his first two showings against Goku and the others, but who knew that was a foreshadowing of what's to come? An old screenwriter was asked a question about Goku and Vegeta, and more particularly why Vegeta is always outshined by Goku? The screenwriter's response was simply, I purposely brought down Vegeta's status as the prideful Prince of Saiyans, and because of that he became a bit of a pitiful Vegeta. Also goes on to say, we also wanted Goku to win. I don't know about all of you other Vegeta fans, but that's still not a good enough reason as to why Vegeta was shafted all this time. Other characters have had moments to shine. Look at Future Trunks, Gohan, Piccolo, even Goten, and Kid Trunks. So many other characters other than Vegeta getting their moments to shine. The only moment in Dragon Ball Z and Super that Vegeta had a real moment to shine was when he realized being vengeful and having hate in his heart is not the way to obtain true power, when he was Majin Vegeta, and the small moment Vegeta had against Black after training. That's it. Vegeta has been overlooked and underused this whole time, all because the writers decided to make Vegeta lose the Prince of all Saiyans attitude. Now, before I have our fans coming at me with this is the Goku show, so of course Vegeta is always going to trail Goku, but that's not always the case. Look at Gohan vs Cell. Gohan was the first Saiyan to obtain Super Saiyan 2! And before that, Future Trunks was the first to show off the Ascended Saiyan, buff form. There have been many moments where other fighters have surpassed Goku with a new form. Frankly, that moment where Vegeta snaps and surpasses Goku isn't good enough. Vegeta needs a new form different from Goku, that is exclusive to him, seeing how Vegeta obtained Super Saiyan Blue by himself through training alone and with no past experience with God Ki. So what are your thoughts? Why do you think Vegeta has been getting shafted? Do you think Vegeta will finally get his moment to shine in Super? Let's keep the conversation going by leaving your ideas and opinions in the comments down below. As always, thanks for reading. Universe 1 is the new enemy? Evil Supreme Kai? One thing that stuck out to me in the latest episode of Dragon Ball Super was Universe 1. Even though they are not participating, a light was shown on some of the characteristics of the Supreme Kai of Universe 1, Anat. Something interesting was shown and said by the Supreme Kai of Universe 1's Anat. It got me thinking, and reminded of someone the Z Fighters had to fight a little while ago. Zamasu. It's rare when a Supreme Kai become evil or tainted, and when another Supreme Kai shows signs of possibly being evil, it needs to be noticed. In the newest episode of Dragon Ball Super, episode 107, the other universes not participating in the Tournament of Power were shown talking about how they feel about the Tournament of Power, and what has happened so far. For the most part it was mostly disbelief, shock, and some predictions. Besides one universe, more particularly the Supreme Kai representing the universe with the highest mortal rating, Universe 1's Anat. Anat was shown being very condescending towards the other universes with lower mortal ranking, and in some ways even threatening! One thing that stuck out the most to me was when Anat looking down at everyone fighting in the Tournament of Power in a very classic Japanese manga/anime evil way, and says something like, no matter, nothing will ever change. This to me says that Anat has a grudge against the universes with lower mortal rankings. The last time we saw an issue similar to this, Zamasu was hijacking Goku's body and raging war in the future. Could the Zamasu/Black Arc been a warning or a sign of what's to come? Could Anat be so frustrated and